stupid like that. My number. And the first thing to note is that, yes, the handle is loose. The second thing to note is that the door key probably won't work. See? There we are. That was a bit of a sticking point last night because we were trying for quite some time to get into the room. You might have heard it, but on the floor here, the door really scrapes across the carpet. You can't see it down there, but you know, it's not good. There is a lock, and there is one of them, which is good. There is our hello. This is the rights of the housekeeping thing. On this side is a little wardrobe. Now here we have two lights, and they, if you turn them on, control these lights over here. There's one above the bathroom area, and two further down there. Above the those are the ceiling lights. One of the few places that actually has ceiling lights here. But that's interesting. Along here is our bathroom. It's set out a lot like the other one, full-length mirror. There. Hello. Lots of nice towels, and indeed, oh, there goes my phone. And indeed, a lot of the indeed the towels are very nice, and a lot of the housekeeper, person doing housekeeping, was fantastic this morning. Absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, the two people running it, the Indians, are not so helpful. Damage to the wall down here. Across here, we'll go into the main part of the room. Again, there's sort of damage on the walls all the way down. There's also damage to the drawers, you can see down here. Another full-length mirror. Hello! Didn't wave that time. There we are. This is the light switch for that last light up there, so that's good. I kept it on because it did get dark when we had a bit of a thunderstorm. Moving along here, I've got my table and chairs. I've nothing wrong with those. Again, it's just the sort of minor damage that you'll find, you know, the chips on the side. There's a bit of staining on the back of one of these as well, if I remember rightly. Something, yes, just along there. But that's fine. I've got my window, which opens out onto the back. The cooler, which works very, very well indeed, in fact. You can hear that? Very well. That works very well. Little hand thing to pull across the curtain. Let me just turn that off so you can hear me. And indeed the ability to open the window. Netting there, so takes a bit of a push, but you can do it. Netting there to stop the insects. Along this side, the clock isn't telling the right time. We can program it, but surprised that it sort of isn't telling the time anyway, but there we are. One of these little lights, and this is a normal European push switch, which I found fantastic. The phone is a waste of space. This phone has no dial tone, and it doesn't matter what we do, we can't get it to work. I have no idea if people can phone through on it or not. I certainly can't phone out, can't even phone the front desk. You can see, you know, half the buttons are missing down there, and it's just got no dial tone at all. Waste of space, and it's just plugged in down the back, you can see. Anyway, there's lots of staining on the wall. You might not be able to see, it just really needs a bit of a wash. The bed's fine. That's very, very good indeed. Minor staining to the carpet, but I think because it's green, it might just be that it's been sort of roughed up a little bit. Over here, I'm sure there was a Bible in one of these. Anyway, I think it passed the Bible test, but what I'm really pleased about is that they actually had one of their phone books in here. Another light with the switch on. There we are. No coffee and tea making facilities in this room, so I can forget my condiments. That amounts to it. A little bin and little plastic cups. Is the toilet. Now, the real two switches out here. One for the light, and one for the aeration system. Probably hear it from there. And the problem is that when you open the door, you can just smell raw sewage. It's really quite strong, which is why I keep the door closed. And it's coming from that grate in the floor. There is a shower, but I can't stand stinking here, so I can't use it. I have to wash in the basin, and there's the toilet. Get out of here as quickly as possible. That is just revolting, to be totally honest, and I think it's probably a breach of even health and safety in here, but they don't seem to really understand when I mentioned it. They wouldn't come up and fix the phone, so now it's a inconvenience for them. I've been moved. Let me explain. I arrived this afternoon. Bonnie has phoned me, and of course she phoned my room, and the phone rang. I lifted the receiver and I couldn't hear her, so I went down to the front desk to have it out with them. But using her common sense, Bonnie had phoned back, and of course I was there, so I was able to talk to her in the front room. And interestingly, they only have one line in, so I was on the phone to her for a good 45 minutes, and during which time we heard beeps every time somebody else was on the line but couldn't get through. So it looks like they have prepared another room for me so that I can have my calls sent up to my room and I don't inconvenience them. Well, if that's what it takes, I suppose. The shocking thing about it is this room is everything that the other room could have been without basically what I said. No staining on the wall, no stench in the bathroom. The phone here has all the buttons, and it works. The clock is timed to perfection. There was something else that I noticed. I can't remember what it is now, but just little things like that. The main thing about this room is only that there is some cracking on the slabs down there, but at least there is no stench coming out of that pipe there. So in one respect, well, thank you very much for moving me, because now people can call me, but it's a shame that they have to start by putting people in these positions in the first place, and only move them when they are an inconvenience to the hotel. Well, Econolodge has been named and shamed. Would I come back here or recommend it to anybody else? No, I wouldn't. Although the housekeeper is, bless her, Coffin Socks, a lovely person, and the woman at the desk isn't too bad, but the gentleman is terrible. So, here we are. I think it's room 224.